everyone, welcome to Gardening with Nvart. Welcome to my garden. So today I am going to plant a couple of clematis and also just a few very simple containers, actually just a few. So I'm going to plant some begonias in my hanging baskets, which are right here. So we purchased those begonias in a Castres market, flower market that we posted, so you guys got to see. So they're going here, and then in these two containers, I cleared out everything. There was lots of pansies and also double peonies were blooming here, or was planted here. So what I did is took out all the, removed all the tulips, and I replanted them in the different areas of the garden. So I'm hoping that they will come back the following next year, next spring. And here I'm going to plant this beautiful deep pink sun impatiens with euphorbia in the center. Just really simple, and I think euphorbia will bring really nice airiness in the center. Hopefully it will, you know, not get lost in the middle of them, because I know these impatiens will get big. I'm hoping that they will not overtake the euphorbia. Hopefully it will stand on its own. We'll see how it goes. It's an experiment every year. So, but I think it will bring really nice brightness and airiness if I plant them in the center. And then I'm also going to plant two clematis, and I'm not planting them to be a climber. I'm planting them to be a creeper, or ground cover, I should say. Now these clematis are called Hudson River. They're blue, and they're supposed to bloom all summer long, non-stop. Also they're not very big. They're supposed to get about 1.5 meters tall and about meter wide. And so I am really hoping that they will just bring really nice bright blue color to the center of that urn where I have my succulents underneath there. So, and their perennials, which would be nice. They will come back every year. So because they belong also I forgot to say that they belong to group 3 clematis, I can always just cut them down completely and then have them just come back every year, which is nice. So I planted so I'm planting 2 today, but besides these 2, I also planted another 5 in the different areas of the garden, which I will show you where I planted the other 3 just last week. Also, wanted to show you what's happening in the garden lately. I don't have a whole lot to update in the garden today. We've been having lots of rain, and if it's not raining, it's very cloudy and kind of on the chilly side a little bit. And I'm not complaining about the rain. I'm just saying that I think we are ready for a little break, and so, you know, get some sunshine, which we had rain this morning, but now it looks like sun is coming out. But I think the plants really need a little break too, because they are just pretty much, most of the plants right now have a rain damage on it. I do have to say though, David Austin roses really held up against the rain. Some of the roses, like hybrid teas that you can see, like this one, I'm so sad because I didn't really get to enjoy any of their first flush. This is a hybrid tea, Mademoiselle Mayland. And I think I'm saying that, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. But anyway, they're very, very beautiful, but they got so damaged. You can see like this one, I just cut several out. If you see this side petal right here, they basically just start to just drop. I mean, it's so, if I touch a little more, they will all drop probably. So they're very, they get all loose and they start dropping their leaves or their petals. So I'm just really sad that I didn't get to enjoy a lot of a lot of the roses. They had really beautiful buds, but they just really kind of faded away in the rain, and I didn't get to enjoy them as much. So I'm really ready for a little break. And so here I have new peony, well, not new, they've been here for a few years, but they're just new opened, and these are Festiva Maxima. I absolutely love these peonies. These are herbaceous peonies. They're very beautiful. They don't seem like need a lot of staking at all. They've held them on their own really, really well. They're pretty sturdy. And I actually cut a few of them and took them inside, and they stayed in a vase for good week. They're very pretty, and they've been also blooming long period of time too. They've been probably here, goodness, about maybe 2 or 3 weeks now, and you can see I still have buds that are not opened yet that are going to open. So they're actually taking their time and taking turns to open that, and prolonging the flowering period, which is really, really nice. Some of these Shando's Beauty, they've been okay in the rain, but you can see that all of them have rain damage. I mean, all of them. It's just been a little frustrating for me. Although, again, I'm not complaining about the rain. It's really nice that I don't have to water as much, and hopefully we are not going to have a drought like we had last year. But we are all ready for a little sunshine, hopefully a little break, and then, the rain can come back if it wants to. Okay, so here I just wanted to show you that well, a couple of things in my garden has been mislabeled, which I just discovered, and it's been a little frustrating. It's always frustrating when you're ordering something and anticipating and waiting for it to open, and then it's just not what you ordered. So it's always kind of, I don't know, it can be fixed. It's not the end of the world, but I was really looking forward to see a beautiful Dame Judy Dench rose here, David Aston, but it's not. So I ordered 5 last fall, and I planted them bare root last fall, and you can see one is opening. Oh, beautiful color. Look at this gorgeous color. I am so excited about this rose. Look at this. The most amazing, beautiful color, especially in this spot. And what's so amazing about this rose is that they don't seem like they mind the shade. As you can see, it's under the tree. It gets brief sun here, probably in the morning, and maybe just a little bit in the afternoon, just very briefly. But most of the time, it's in a shade, basically. And they are doing really well. And that's the reason why I planted these roses here, because I read that they do tolerate shade quite a bit. And look, they're doing really, really good. But this one right here, it's not Judy Dench, because this is, I don't know what this is. You can see that is not Judy Dench. So I need to remove this one, and hopefully I emailed them to see if they would help me with, either replacing or maybe giving me a discount. But anyway, if not, I'm just going to order another one, because I need 5 here. Otherwise, it's not going to work the whole thing. Here I have another rhododendron blooming, and I planted this one last year, and I think I purchased this for like €5. Had a really beautiful bright color on the tag, and I really liked them. It was very small, and it's blooming. And look at this deep, gorgeous color. And look how happy this guy is here. Really, really happy. It's looking very, very healthy and beautiful. I love the deep purple color, almost eggplant, I guess I would say. Bordeaux. There's just a mix of everything, and it's just so pretty. I'm very excited for this one. So that's kind of an interesting one. And then I wanted to show you David Aston Rose's Tess d'Ubreville. I hope I'm saying the name correctly again, but they are doing really good. They're very pretty. Again, we had non-stop. Look who's here. So look at these beautiful roses, and they're supposed to be climbing. Honestly, I didn't realize when I purchased them. Everywhere I look, everyone who has these roses, they keep saying that it's a climbing rose. However, when I was purchasing them, it was clearly specified that they go up to 1.5 meters. Either they're short climbers or they're just a really large bush. I'm not sure, but I am going to keep cutting them and keeping them in a bushy form, and hope that will work, and just fill in this area, which is going to be really pretty. But it has amazing smell, beautiful smell, and it is stunning. It is stunning. The flowers are large. They have full petals, very double, and even when they fade away, they stay on a stem for a long time before they completely drop their leaves, or I'm sorry, their petals. And they're just really beautiful. I am so impressed with this rose. So, and I heard today someone was saying, online that it could be that this one might be being discontinued by David Austin. I'm not sure. And I wanted another one here, and I purchased originally four the same roses, but this one was mislabeled again. But I don't know if this is David Austin or not. Maybe not. Looks like this might be a hybrid tea, but it is beautiful, and I think I'm just gonna let it be for the moment. It does bug me a little bit because I was hoping to see the whole deep red color here, and this one is yellow, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's just happen, and we have no control over that type of thing. So let's go this way really quick. Let me see what else is going on here to show you, and then we'll get to planting. Oh, this one is James L. Austin. James Austin. I think James L. Austin. This one is looking really pretty too. I'm excited about this rose. It's starting to open. We'll see how big the flowers are, but it's looking really pretty so far. Jasmine I planted is doing really good, and it's keep going. I have another jasmine here that is in complete bloom at the moment. This one is called Tuscan Sun, I believe, and at the moment it's in complete bloom. It's looking really healthy and beautiful, and it just has this beautiful creamy yellow flowers that are very, very pretty. I wanted to show you very quickly where I planted my other three clematis, and then we'll continue on from here. So in this area, if you guys remember, this is north side of our house, and if you guys remember this big project that we did, I planted Poet's Wife roses, 4 of them here. So what I did, I transplanted two of the salvias, blue salvias that I had here, and they're still not coming around. I'm not sure if it's been just there hasn't been any sunshine, why they haven't been really leafing out yet, but when I dug out, they're still alive, so I went ahead and replanted them again. But what I did, I planted 3 Hudson River clematis right here, 1, 2, and 3. They are standing up at the moment, but they will start creeping around, so I'm hoping for them to just creep around between these yellow roses and bring this gorgeous, beautiful blue flowers as a ground cover. So that's kind of a plan for this area. And you can see my Bartzella that we planted last year is also opening. I had 1 bloom this year, which is really beautiful, so I'm excited about that. All right, let's go to the other side of the garden really quick and see what's there, and then we can get to planting. So we have a new, or for me, is a peony that's new open, but not new peony, but it has been here for a while. It's called Do Tell. This is one of my favorite herbaceous peonies. They have beautiful, beautiful colors, and I think as they mature and start producing more, I could probably cut them and bring them as a cut flower. And I love this peony. And you can see I haven't supported at all, and they're standing really well. I really like how they look. They're very cheery and happy, beautiful. This potato peony here, this is the first time it's blooming, and I gave it lots of water last year because it's been there for a long time, several years, and hasn't been doing anything at all. So, and then I realized that it's getting really dry because it's planted right on the base of this tree. So I started soaking them really well, and this year I have 3 blooms, which I'm very excited about, and you can see it's coming out to be a Bartzella, which is great. Because I think if you look through here, I have another Bartzella right there, which just finished blooming. So I think having this view will be really, really beautiful. From here on, I have 1 more peony that is open that I'd like to show you. And that is called Canary Brilliance. Canary Brilliance is an Ito peony. It's an intersectional peony. This one has very, very beautiful color. It's semi-double, and it has just really gorgeous pinkish apricot centers, and as it goes on the outside of the petals, it gets more of a creamy yellow. But you see, before it opens, it's almost pale pink, has gorgeous, gorgeous colors and variegations on it. This, as the flower gets a little more, a little older, you can see that it becomes more yellow. But it's just a very beautiful variety, and I love this one here. It's doing really, really good and happy. There is another rhododendron here. I can't remember the name of this rhododendron that we planted. It was Sunset. I want to say Sunset, but we will post that name on the screen because I can't remember right at this second, but they do look like they have a sunset colors. And you can see it's been raining. This morning we had lots of rain too, so you can see they're all wet. They're still, struggling to open because they've been so wet, but it's doing really, really good, looking beautiful. And we have a row of bowl of beauty peonies here. This is a herbaceous peonies, and I like them here just because they are very airy and beautiful. They don't really flop over. I do take side shoots out because then I can have just one beautiful bloom, and sometimes and it looks just really beautiful here. This one is different variety though. I'm not sure. I think this one is more full variety that will open, but anyway, the bowl of beauty also looks really beautiful here as they open. You can see it has a really nice contrast colors to it. And then this yellow one over right there, you can see this is a azalea that we just planted in maybe just recently in one of my videos. It's blooming really, really well. And the rhododendron here, it's looking glorious. Again, it's just been really wet weather, but it's looking really beautiful. I love this color. Absolutely love this rhododendron. Now here we have Vanessa Bell. This is a David Aston Rose, and I am going to get 2 more of Vanessa Bells because I just realized looking at this area that creating drift with this beautiful lime, the light yellow color is going to bring a really, really interesting impact. So I'm going to plant one here, which I'm going to move this one, and then I'm going to plant one on this side as well. So I'm going to have a nice, beautiful drift of Vanessa Bells because I love their light yellow color. They almost look like they're made of wax. They're so beautiful. So I have a hybrid tea here that opened. And again, because of the rain, it's not looking too great, but I look at the size of this. This is really beautiful. A hybrid tea rose here that it's opening. I have lots of blooms on it. It has lots of buds, so hopefully, hopefully we'll get some sunshine. And I need to deadhead, but it's been really wet. This rhododendron, this is the one that I was struggling. So I went ahead and dug this rhododendron. You can see I put lots of slay rocks. I'm hoping that would help the soil to bring the pH down. Also, I gave it another starter fertilizer. Also amended soil with some acidic properties. So I replanted it, and it looks like they're pretty healthy, looking happy. We'll just have to monitor and see how they do. This is a complete experiment, and I know in the end of the day, if this doesn't work, I have to replant them into the pots, and I can have rhododendrons in the pots. That's not a problem because then I can have a true acidic soil inside of the containers that will keep them happy. But I really want to learn to see if there is any way I can keep them in the ground. It's just an experiment. It's just how gardening is, kind of trying to learn and try to do different things and see if it works, and if it does, it's great, and if it doesn't, there's always a way to fall back on that process. This one is a beautiful variety. I love this hybrid tea rose. This one is a Queen of Hearts, and it was stunning. Just a couple of days ago, we had lots of sun. All the heads were upright and looking glorious, but now they're wet and they don't look great, but they're very, very beautiful either way. So here, these hybrid tea roses are gorgeous. Again, lots of you know, rain and wet, but they're starting to come around, and they just bloom all summer. I absolutely love these hybrid tea roses. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have a new flower on this clematis that we planted. This one is the Kiri Decanawa, looking really beautiful. So I need to deadhead the other one. So I think this is all what's going on at the moment. I did transplant this Peony. I think this one is a Hillary. I really do. I think this one is a Hillary, because I keep looking in the pictures. It looks like this one could be Hillary. So this one I replanted from another spot, and then I planted in between the roses. I realized that it just really didn't have enough space to completely, you know, grow and have to its potential. So I went ahead and replanted again, and just a couple of days ago, and you can see it's already still blooming and doing really good. There was a couple of buds which opened and doing really well. And the rhododendron here is very happy, blooming also, doing really good. So this area is still developing, as all of you guys know. Lots of work to be done, slowly. There, I see that there is a monstered wood. David Aston Rose monstered wood is blooming also. I cannot tell you how incredibly happy I am with the monstered wood. Just most incredible flower, very velvety, beautiful. Just the petals are variegated in a way. They have just different shades, and I'm so impressed with this rose. So impressed. Absolutely adore it. Oh, and you can see the Princess Alexandra of Kent is also starting to bloom, has most beautiful buds. This is one of my favorite roses. Absolutely love this rose. I have 3 here because I adore it so much. All right, let's go check out and see where I am going to plant these clematis. So before I start though, these are the peonies that are mislabeled. They've been here for a few years. They were very small when I planted them. I assumed that I bought Festiva Maxima peony, and they, you know, I nurtured them for a long time. They bloomed finally after several years because they were very small, and now it's not what I ordered. So this needs to go because I have to go ahead and order Festiva Maxima, and I love those peonies, and that's what I want to have in the garden. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So this area right here, every year I'm trying to bring some annuals here just to bring beautiful color, and I have 2 hybrid tea roses. I had some peonies planted here, which is fine. I'm not peonies, tulips, and I'm waiting for the tulips to get you know, the foliage to start yellowing out to fit the bulb before I really completely cut them into the ground and remove the stems. So, but what I'm going to do is plant these gorgeous clematis, one on this side and one on this side, because eventually next couple of weeks or a week or so, I can already go ahead and remove these tulips, and then what I'll have is these gorgeous clematis that will go ahead and just creep around and make a beautiful ground cover for me with the gorgeous blue roses. I have 2 of these clematis that I planted here, one on this side and one on this side. You can see they're already starting to fall on the ground. They are creeping, they're beautiful, they are starting to become kind of a ground cover for me. I'm hoping that this will bring really interesting blue color here by these containers, because there was really nothing here, and I wanted something to bring some form of interest in this area. So anyway, let's get to planting. So here I have, so when they shipped me this clematis, they shipped me in those bags. So what I'm going to do is just open this up, take these guys out, and then I have mix of some manure and sand. I'm always trying to amend now before I plant my plants, because I feel like my soil needs a little more drainage. As I explained before, I'm still going around and trying to mix more sand into the areas like these edges, and to give a little more drainage. And I think plants respond so much better. And look, they have a really nice root system. I'm just really happy to put them into the ground because they've been there for a few days, and I've been waiting to do the video also the weather wasn't cooperating very much to really do anything, so they've been sitting there for a little while. I need to get scissors though. Okay, so I finished planting everything, and it's really nice to see finally some summer color, because it's been so cloudy. It hasn't even felt like the summer is near. So it's been just felt like it's been a very long spring for us. So, but you know, I'm not complaining. I'm hoping that we will have a really nice mild summer this year. Maybe it's not going to be very hot, but you know, and everything is just looking really lush and beautiful because of the rain, and not, you know, not quite hot yet. But I am finished planting these containers. I have 3 beautiful sun patients here and 1 euphorbia in the center. I am hoping that this, which I really think that they will fill in this entire container and look really beautiful. I really didn't want it to do any spiller in this container because honestly I love the containers and I don't want anything to really cover the containers. This is a good area for some patient because we get nice a morning sun and then afternoon shade. I think that, you know, this impatiens will do really, really well here, because in my zone I think they really don't like being in a hot sun for some reason. So that's my experience anyway. And for the small containers, I planted these beautiful begonias. And these begonias, I went with the begonias because they're not a fussy plants. I have really good luck with them. They're easy for me to grow. And also, the small containers, they constantly need to be moist for the, you know, summer annual plants. And the begonias are very drought tolerant. I find that they're very easy and they will probably tolerate drought. And that's just in case they get a bit dry or dry fast in this before I can get to them. So I feel like they are safer plants for me to grow in hanging baskets, and they're very small. They're a small hanging basket, so they don't stay moist very long. I have to constantly check on them, make sure they have the moisture for the plants to do well in these containers. So I just need to go ahead and water them, fertilize them really well, just give them a good initial fertilizer in the water and give them a good start for the summer. So anyway, this concludes our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find it informative. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for subscribing, and please don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.